Love him or leave him. I asked him what we were after going out for a few weeks, and he said we're humans. What up, y'all? Josh and EC here once again with another quality video.
So as you can tell by the title, we are bringing you guys a love them or leave them. I can't remember if this is the first one in the apartment or not. It's our first love them or leave them here.
This might be the first love them or leave them in the apartment, but this ain't the first love them or leave them. You know what I'm saying?
We asked you guys to submit your scenarios via our Instagram story, so we just sifted through some and we're ready to hop into this video. Well, at least I am. Are you?
I'm ready to hop into this video. You guys already know what to do with all that other stuff. Let's get it. So, love him or leave him. He is not as cute as you want your significant other to be. Like everything you want, just a little subpar on the looks. Here's my philosophy. I like the way you look. That's what first attracted me to you. As a man, men go off looks a lot. Men think with their eyes a lot. Girls think with their hearts.
Well, clearly not. That wasn't a girl that put that.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
That's true, but she's asking for help. That's a problem. She's asking for help. Right? To me, I don't want to be looking somewhere else for the beauty that I want to find in my wife.
I get that. For me, I think that at the end of the day, it ties more into how somebody treats you more so than looks. If this is a guy who's touching on all the other aspects of your relationship that you like, he's catering to you, making you feel affirmed and validated and stuff like that. If your only reason is leaving is because his face isn't up to par, dare I say you're a little shallow? Because it's pretty hard to find a good guy out here, but that's just me. I love him. Love him or leave him. Your boyfriend tells his mom almost all of y'all's business. You're gonna leave? Josh, I feel like you're not even thinking now. You're just answering.
You tell
Why
your
don't you
mama
just have a conversation?
all our business?
Almost all y'all's business. I tell my mom almost all our business.
But not all our business.
No, but almost all.
I don't know, man. It depends on how your mama acts with said information.
Okay.
That love him or leave him is predicated strictly on whether or not the mom trips out about the information.
Or you could just have a conversation with your partner and tell him you don't like it. You're not here for it. You don't want people all in your business. If he proceeds to still do it, then you leave. Where's the maturity here? Where you at today?
I don't know, man. I'm on the petty train today.
You are on the petty train.
I'm on the petty train. I'm out. He still watches Beep Beep videos.
I love him.
I don't love him.
Let him do them. As long as it's not like excessive.
If you start replacing me,
yeah, that's when it gets real toxic.
That's what I'm like, nah. But I heard it's actually not good for your BB health. It's unrealistic. There's cut scenes.
They're paid actors.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love him through it.
Love him through it. Just love him through it.
Love him or leave him. Left his girlfriend for you. Yeah, that's juicy, isn't it? I would. Ooh.
It depends on how much sauce you think you got.
That, and at the end of the day, if you do decide to love him and stick with it, be very cautious and aware. Because if he can do it to that girlfriend, he can do it to you. Like, you're not exempt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I've always heard how you get him is how you lose him. Kind of like our situation, right? If I came in as your friend,
which you did.
Your ex-boyfriend was worried.
Which he was.
Now looking in hindsight, sort of justified in his worries.
What does that have to do with him leaving his girlfriend? I didn't leave him for you. I left him for me. I didn't. I'll tell you that right now. I did not.
She didn't.
So what's your answer?
I mean, they left him for you. Love him.
Okay. But be cautious.
Love him. Be cautious.
Okay.
Love him or leave him. I asked him what we were after going out for a few weeks, and he said we're humans. I'm gonna leave expeditiously.
Are you joking?
I'm gonna leave expeditiously.
So not only leave, what them car tires look like? You said take 3 out, right?
No.
Take 3 out.
Don't even do that. Don't even do that. Just leave expeditiously. Like, you should leave immediately. Like, if you haven't left by now, you should be gone now. Please take this video.
Go ahead.
You keep talking about these doggone tires.
All right, love him or leave him. He makes me feel bad for being too sensitive / emotional.
You're entitled to your feelings.
Yeah,
at the
like,
end of the day,
the heck?
you are entitled to all of your feelings, whether they be good or bad. Now, the question to ask is like, okay, if you can handle those emotions, stick around. But if you can't handle those emotions as an individual, don't criticize them for having them. Just understand that that's not your cup of tea and you need to get out.
Right. Leave. Definitely leave.
Don't ever make somebody make you feel bad for feeling the way you feel.
Right.
That's a lot of feel in that sense.
That is.
Yeah, let's move on. Love them or leave them. They are always busy with work and don't find time for you even though you live 20 minutes away.
They got somebody else.
If it's important to you, you'll make time for it. And work only lasts 8 hours a day.
Bruh, and we have 24 hours.
24 hours.
For 365 days out the year.
Is he like the CEO of a company where he's like flying from all over? Like, if he's a 9-to-5er, there's no excuse.
Whose man's is this?
Whose man?
It shouldn't be yours anymore.
Come get your man.
Love them or leave them. They can't express feelings, but always say they miss you after months of not talking.
You gonna miss me for a while.
Right, like honestly,
You
if
really
that's
gonna
the
miss
best you can do to express your feelings, you miss me. Why do you miss me? What is it you even miss me about?
What's your favorite part of me?
Right,
Like,
if you can't answer those, then it's just fluff anyway, and you're good.
sadly enough, I miss you. Even I love you sometimes. They need explanations.
It's just fluff sometimes.
They can be real fluff, especially coming from ain't-ish people's mouths.
Period.
It's really just like fluff statements.
Where's the actions?
Yeah.
There's no way you could go months without talking to me if you miss me. I miss you if you go to the grocery store for too long.
I miss you if you're in the other room for too long and I come and just randomly kiss you.
You do. You did that yesterday. You did that 3 times yesterday.
I be randomly missing you. Okay, love them or leave them. I don't want to feel codependent, but they want to do and pay for everything.
Dare I say you're tripping?
Dare I say?
So there's a way for you to still not be codependent on stuff. Like still have your independence while being codependent.
Yeah,
Is that making sense?
I feel like at that point, stack your bag. Like, what?
If it really bothers you that much to be codependent, why don't sometimes you offer like, oh, I can pay for this or blah, 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 if you want more equality in your relationship? But I would say you're one of the rare few people who have a true problem with someone paying.
With someone helping you out, paying for you. Like,
as long as you got your own bag, there should be no concern.
If you feel like you're being coddled through life, then okay, I get that. But then just go and like, you know, start working for yourself. Like,
you gotta step yourself up.
Yeah, step yourself up, step your game up. But like, if someone wants to treat you, like, don't be offended.
Yeah.
Love. I'm a love them.
Yeah.
Love.
Best friends of 7 years seems to no longer prioritize our friendship since being with new boyfriend. That happens to a lot of female friendships.
Say that one more time.
Her best friend of 7 years is no longer prioritizing their friendship, her and her bestie's friendship, because now the bestie has a new man. I think you love them, but you definitely have a conversation and be transparent and expressive of how it makes you feel. Like you miss your best friend. Y'all have had longevity together, so I would never say something that longevity. Y'all pulling up on like a decade of friendship. You don't just let that go easily. Definitely at least owes a conversation. Now, if her actions don't change or she still doesn't prioritize
the friendship,
I really hope that that man is the one for her because she's gonna miss out on a really good friend. You know, that's what I feel like happens a lot.
I would hate for like a significant other to get between friendships.
It never should.
I really don't think there should be an either or when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like if that is the case, they're like, yo, I like time too. It's okay.
I
Like,
miss you.
Friendships and relationships are pretty close and pretty similar in terms of like exchanges of energy.
Yeah, you gotta keep feeding and investing in both.
Even with friends, like friendship breakups hurt just as bad.
It hurts worse.
Honestly.
I've had my heart broken by a friend and a boy, and the girl hurt me way deeper.
So
that's again, don't think it's something you should just let go. Definitely love her, but have that conversation because that's only fair to you to express where you're at and how you feel. And if it's still like a brick wall, then that's kind of your answer of how you should move forward.
Yeah. Love them or leave them, they only text you at night.
You already know what that is.
What was that? Did you just... Booty call. It was a slow burner for me.
I see.
It was a slow burner. Normally I pick up on those pretty fast. But yeah, what does he text you about? What you doing? You up?
You up?
Come over.
Netflix?
I'm chilling. These are all like, God.
I wish a Negro would.
The game hasn't changed in years.
It really hasn't. Honestly, ladies, we gotta do better. To be honest, they are just recycling the same game used on my mother or probably even my grandma. Come on now.
Like these signs and symptoms have been around for decades.
Gotta do better, ladies. This is the bestie edition. We always catch really bad attitudes with each other when we hang out, to the point that we don't even speak. We are just in each other's presence. So I invited her to my prom and she completely ruined it with her attitude. And then the next day she wanted to get a tattoo, but I had work, so she got angry and went off. I just don't know if the friendship is worth it if we keep going through situations like this. I was gonna say, quality crew, you want to answer? I think everybody sees the clear answer in this.
It sounds like a toxic.
Toxic.
We catch an attitude with each other, sometimes get silent and still be in the same room, but there's still love in that silence.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like there's any kind of, it just seems like she always has an issue.
Yeah.
And I hate, not to come at her, but I always hate being around people that have
an issue.
Pessimistic, or you always got an issue with nothing seems to be going your way ever. Come on.
Ever.
You're alive. Nothing's going your way. Come on. Gee.
That's period. Yep. Easy deuce.
Love him or leave him, he calls me selfish when I tell him I want to be celibate. Selfish?
Yeah.
Selfish though? The nerve.
Honestly, what's crazy is
you're being greedy.
Greedy. Shout out to my brother. You're being greedy. No, that's a deuce. Period. Somebody that doesn't respect your stance on what you want to do in your life, that's a dub.
The game has not changed in years.
Honestly, because what?
Because that's the one thing a man will hit you with. Oh, so you being selfish.
Well, I was gonna say I was a freshman in high school. How many years ago? A minute. Yeah.
A minute. And you got hit with that.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. That was almost a decade ago.
The
same
game
stuff
has not changed in years.
Yeah. Love them or leave them if they were about to cheat but told you about it and apologized. # true story, sad face. Yeah, that's a deep one. That takes a little bit more thought.
It does, because they had the wherewithal to stop themselves.
Right.
They're worth another chance, because some people don't say nothing. They just go through.
I pray they're not lying.
Yeah, that's the real thing. I pray that they're not lying to you.
I mean, if that's really truly
what they were.
Yeah, that's a real honest, genuine human being, I feel like. Because no human is perfect. Obviously, there's temptation that can happen in everybody's life, but the fact that he said no and told you about it, because maybe that's also him telling her about it, opening the door to a conversation of what might have been the reason he almost did, right? So I think that's a partner worth giving a second chance if you can tell he's not lying. Obviously, I don't know your man, so I can't tell you that.
Love him or leave him, they don't tell you who their ex is. Then it turns out to be one of y'all friends who he's kind of been flirting with. Now you can cut the tires. Now you can cut the
them tires. A friend needs a little talking to too.
The friend needs a little tire cut too.
Yeah, she ain't got a car with that bike at.
Everybody riding on hubcaps today.
Okay, love him or leave him. His family is toxic, but you're in love with him, and family means everything to him.
If he's not toxic, then okay. I can keep your family at a distance. I can love you through that. It is what it is with your family. I don't have to be around them all the time.
It depends on how grown this relationship is too. That's my hesitation. If you're in high school and super young, then this is a dub. Just let it go. Because you're too young to be dealing with family drama anyway. Yeah. But if you're in an adult relationship, you think this might be a long-term partner and stuff like that, I agree. As adults, you guys get to make your own moves and decisions yourself. So if the family is toxic, and especially if he's aware of it, then you guys can create your own little safe island, you know?
Yeah. And it's almost gauge the level of toxicity of the family.
There's different levels.
Because if the family's on some call your phone, threaten you kind of stuff, get out immediately.
That's true.
Get out
immediately. There's different levels.
There's levels to that. It's okay, they do petty stuff talk behind your back. Okay, whatever. You're just toxic. Love him or leave him, tells you to stop talking to certain people, but when you ask him to do the same, he doesn't listen.
I didn't even need you to finish it.
Double standards kill me. And they kill relationships. I hate double standards.
Oh, wait, no.
Big pet peeve.
We know.
Please get out immediately.
Love him or leave him. Says he'll put effort into spending time with you, but isn't consistent with his promise.
He needs a reminder.
Yeah, I give him a couple more reminders. Yeah, go ahead. Tell your story.
I've been down that road. I gave her the works. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get right. I'm going to start taking you out. I think I did 30 days of foot rubs one time.
You did. And you stayed consistent.
I stayed consistent with it, and you wasn't going to let me fall.
I was going to say, I put my feet right up on your lap every night.
You wasn't going to let me fall when I said that.
We can do another one of those for sure.
It takes time. We ain't renewing that lease, okay? But okay, maybe. Okay. I'm not committing, though.
I know.
Because you'll definitely hold me. If I say it in this video, you'll hold me to it. I'm not saying that right now. At the end of the day, I would still love them. You just gotta remind them.
But when is the reminder? When is it like?
When's the cutoff of the reminder? Okay,
Yeah.
so like...
I feel like I refresh your memory every once in a while, but it's not like you completely like...
If I say
stop.
like, yeah, I got you, and then no action for like the next 2 weeks, and then like I remind you, and like, yeah, and still no action. It's like a 3-strike policy at that point. And then on the third time, I'm like, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. Like, yo.
Okay.
So and if it doesn't change, then just don't be surprised if I hit you with a deuce.
Love him or leave him. My boyfriend and I never have deep conversations. He always changes it and gets freaky. I don't know if you really need us to say that.
It seems like he's got one type of time right now.
Yeah, that's the only time he's on.
It seems like that's the only type of time he on right now. And if he doesn't want to move out of that, then...
It's a deuce.
Yeah, it's a deuce. Love him or leave him. They treat you like a princess. But then sometimes they treat you like shit. And then they treat you great again. I don't treat you like crap, ever. Ever. I practically praise the ground you walk.
Okay. Yeah, nobody has time for that emotional roller coaster. I instantly say deuce to that.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna treat me like crap.
You don't need to be fluctuating up and down like that.
Princess and then crap.
Treat you like a princess.
And I know exactly what she means, too.
I've seen it before. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. And I've always said in those relationships, you deserve better.
Yeah, it's such an unhealthy situation to be.
You don't want to be like, your life should not look like the stock market.
No.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Love him or leave him. Should I stay with a man who is good to me but has no consideration for my family? For me, family's really important to me, especially my mom. That is like the key. I know that wasn't like your intention, but the fact that you and my mom's personal relationship has flourished so much, I think has made me more in love with you, because I'm like, well, you value and care about someone who means the most to me. So I think part of it has to do with what your family means to you. And I guess kind of figure it out from there.
I like what you said there. Assess what your family means to you.
Yeah.
If that value is extremely high and he doesn't value that, that's a part of you. That's a big part of you. Especially like if he doesn't even like, what did it say?
Has no consideration. And what does that mean exactly? So, like, do they not speak when they come into? Because my mom had a problem with my ex when he did that. Ooh.
Baby boomer, before, if you don't speak when you enter the room, they are instantly going to feel disrespected.
I'm not even a baby boomer.
And she's not even a baby boomer. And if someone comes in here.
In this house.
In this one. And don't say what's up to the queen, it's no good.
Yeah, no.
They cause a dramatic scene everywhere they go. I'm gonna like build off of that and just say like they're either extra dramatic, extra loud, just extra in public.
And I don't like that, so I'm gonna leave.
I don't like that. I really don't like making scenes, drawing too much attention. I'm really good off of that kind of stuff. Like if I have even at restaurants when I'm disrespected, the waiter takes too long. I'm not the type to be like, let me see your manager. Like I'm very to myself when it comes to stuff like that.
I was gonna say though, you too black, you acted up.
You too black is
acted
different.
Up.
But that's not acting extra. I was just being friendly.
I said stay low key. You skated around the roller rink with a big life-size teddy bear. Josh, bye.
But that was fun.
Love him or leave him. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 2 years, and now he claims he wants to take a break. Well, it doesn't seem like you even have much choice in the love him or leave him department.
It
but
looks like he left you.
I don't believe in breaks. I think that they're super toxic and it's way too much gray area. So I personally feel like after 2 years, if he wants to leave, let him leave.
Just break up.
Yeah.
If you say a break, then you're coming back to each other like, what did you do? What happened here? Like, what's all the in-betweens that happened while we were on our quote-unquote break? Just break up. Break up, and if you come back together like a year later, you don't have to discuss it. We were broken up. There's no explanation. You can't get mad at me. I can't get mad at you. But if you say it's a break...
Well, I can a little bit. Because if we take a break, which ends up being a breakup, and you mess with somebody right after, I'm going to think that you was on that in the relationship. And I'm not going to get back with you after.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like the term break.
Yeah, no.
Because then it's like, oh, I just need a hall pass to get my hoe out, and then I'll come back when I'm ready. I don't need that. I just rather like, let's just break up.
Love them or leave them. They constantly pop in and out of your life, and when they are with you, it's like heaven on earth. If that's the cycle you want for your life, then okay.
Yeah, like you gotta ask yourself, what do you see out of life with that person? Do you see like, oh, when I'm with you, we're great. When we're apart, I just like out of sight, out of mind. Can you live functionally without them when they're on their gone phases? Some people are weird like that. Some people like that.
They're okay.
I like my space sometimes. I like you when you're here. and we're cool when we're apart. Like when we link up, it's good vibes. When we separate, it's cool. That doesn't scream long term to me.
No, me neither.
Not my cup of tea.
No.
I'd be damned you pop in and out of my life and we have good times. How dare you?
Yeah, right? How dare you?
How dare you show me a good time and then leave?
Yeah, I think it's a leave too, also because it doesn't really give another person a chance to prove to you that there's better out there, right? Because if you're having this heaven on earth experience anytime they're there, but when they're gone, that MIA, you don't really talk much or whatever,
Lonely.
it's still gonna have a hold on you a little bit. I can't think of the right words right now that I'm thinking of, but yeah. I say leave.
I would leave.
You're allowing somebody else to play with your heart and your emotions. You're playing into it.
Yeah, you're giving them permission to jump in and out of your life. Like,
which I think is unacceptable.
You gotta teach people how to treat you now.
Period.
Love them or leave them, your partner wants to have a threesome/open relationship. Pause, I see your face. Pause, I see your face. Ask yourself these questions. Do you want a threesome?
True.
Do you want an open relationship?
True.
If these do not apply, get out.
Love him or leave him. Listen up for this, y'all. It's ridiculous. He's unemployed, bad at beep beep, bad at texting, but fine, great attitude, great at giving attention, and loyal. Let's dissect this.
That sounds like the dude on the basketball team. Great attitude, high fives everybody, can't hit a jump shot to save his life. Coach is not gonna put you in the game until the fourth quarter, 30 seconds left, and y'all are up by 20.
The thing that confuses me is unemployed and bad at texting. What are you doing with your life?
Can't put it down. What are you really doing in your life?
See, and this goes back to sis from the beginning that was complaining about her man not having the looks, but everything else was great. This is what you want? Is this what you want?
Don't double down on looks, y'all.
Okay.
I'm telling you, looks come and go. I know I sounded shallow early at the beginning of this,
you did.
which, you know, the initial attraction.
Yes.
Okay, I get that. There was other stuff that made me say this is worth committing to. That's what you got me in the door, but I need a good sales pitch to keep me in the door.
Right.
Okay, it doesn't sound like he's got a very strong sales pitch.
No strong sales pitch.
It doesn't sound, I would not hire you if this was a job application.
And then my thing is great at giving attention, but can't text you back.
That doesn't sound like good attention.
And unemployed, sis? What do you think he's doing? Just, I don't even have it for you. This is all I got for you.
Love him or leave him. You aren't together yet. I'm gonna stop you right there. You can't leave somebody you're not with.
Well, if it's an entanglement, you technically can.
Okay. You aren't together yet, but people spot them with other people as if they are together. Ladies, let me hip you to something. Rule number 1, the game hasn't changed in years.
You're just so disrespectful. They're just so disrespectful.
So disrespectful. Number 2, do not assume anything from a man if you do not have a title or if he has not expressed that he is interested, that it's exclusive. These are concrete facts that you need to get a man to verbally say before you start holding him to things like that. Otherwise, you are playing a wild game. You are playing absolute wild game.
It's actually not even funny because we genuinely have seen this play out
in
other people's lives.
We have seen this play out.
Don't assume anything. That is the best bet in this dating game. That's what I've heard. Okay.
Assume nothing.
Pay attention to everything.
Pay attention to everything. You need answers for everything.
Yeah.
You love me? Why? You miss me? Why?
What are we to you?
Is this are
we just humans?
Just give me a title.
Are we together?
Anything. Are we human?
So
Please ask questions.
And stop accepting the bare minimum. I plan on doing a late night event session. I know I'm plugging my own channel right now, but I really want to do a video on this. I feel like us women just accepting the bare minimal effort from guys and feeling but I made it. I have someone that likes me or cares about me or just stop accepting the bare minimum, please.
Hey, look, but
please.
She's onto something because if every single one of y'all didn't accept the bare minimum, men would have no choice but to up their game.
Step up.
They have no choice.
Step up.
Don't be giving out BB first night. Make this man work for it. Make him show that he actually is invested in the relationship.
Don't answer all his calls. Answer all his texts and be sitting by the phone waiting to respond. Make a life for yourself, okay? And then pencil him in. That's the energy you need until exclusivity, a title, or something is proven to you.
Yep.
And that's on period.
And make sure you drink a big bottle of water so you don't seem thirsty. It's the last one,
Okay.
but she needed help.
All right, let's see.
All right, my first boyfriend. I'm 16. You're young Gosh, you have so much life. My first boyfriend abused the fact that it was my first relationship and tried to make me do things I didn't want to do. In quotes, the D. So I'm not dumb. And said no. Good shot.
Gosh, she's already made
Good
a better
shot.
decision than I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I clearly was not ready, but he tried to force it on me. Now I have a new boyfriend. Come to find out that they are friends. Is this a red flag? He might be exactly the same. I need help.
Ooh, you a good 16. I want my daughter to have the mentality you have, sis. You are on the right track.
Hey,
you are on the right track.
Crazy, like you have the wherewithal to understand that, like, you do need help.
Yeah.
Like, this could be very toxic.
Yeah.
Two birds in a feather, maybe
Flock together.
They might be doing the same
See my little bird?
eight-ish. She got a little birdie going on.
No,
okay?
for real.
No,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
sadly enough, if they're friends, normally friends share similar views. Normally they agree on a lot of
At
things.
16,
Normally,
baby.
they talk too. They probably know. They both know about you.
You know what's sad too? These boys now, it is the same game, but they upped it just a little bit of like, it's like, well, if that dude didn't get you, then the next friend in the friend group is gonna be like, well, try, like whoever can pull the tough girl, like that's hard to crack. You don't need to be that for any of them. Sis.
And look, he could have gave tips and pointers on like what he did wrong, like how he went about it, and he could just slide all the information to your heart. To the next, is his friend.
It might sound like we're jumping to conclusions, but this really happens. It
I know.
happens.
I swear we sound crazy. So sometimes I feel like we sound crazy right in front of this doggone camera. But I promise y'all, this happens.
Yeah, I think that you're on the right track with how you're thinking.
Protect your heart.
Yeah.
Look for those red flags.
Yeah.
If he starts doing the same kind of thing, like I want this, you don't want it. He start doing that. Red flags automatically get out.
Yep.
Get out.
Yep. And enjoy your youthful years.
Enjoy
sis.
it. You're 16. Live it up, please.
But all right, you guys, that is all we have for y'all. I actually really enjoyed this.
I personally love them or leave them.
Really?
Because I feel like it's like we get to it quick. Some people just need to be told I need to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Sometimes you might not have somebody in your corner that'll say it. We'll say it.
Yeah, true. Comment below if you guys want us to keep these coming on a little bit more consistent basis, and we will definitely
do our best.
Yeah, we'll definitely do our best at that. But yeah, that's all we have for them.
That is all we have, you guys. Stay on the lookout. We got more lit content coming y'all way. Ooh, y'all not even ready. But if you don't already know, I am Hydrated Hero. She is Isimeme Edeko, and together we are Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three.
I'm just protecting,
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Get it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
We ain't got no issues.
No, we're good.
All right, we're good. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, head grease, and we out. There's more quality women ready to be loyal, like figure it out, be there for you, help you when you're down, really ride for a man. There's not too many men that are down just for the cause.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying if he's like that? So are you switching yours? Because you.
Oh no, no.
You still shallow.
I'm still shallow on mine.
Oh, okay. Ain't that wind is going hard.
Hard. You got booties riding along the edges.
Cute. I'm nails.
That's the perfect thing to get the boogies with.
I can't see.
Ew. Freaking ew, dog.
Thanks, babe. That's the most disrespectful thing I have heard in 2021. The disrespect.
Hey, subscribe. Hey, new video.